With so many camera bags on the market today, it can be pretty hard to choose one. Hell, it can even be really hard to recommend one. So when I was doom scrolling on Instagram the other day and I came across an advert for the Sakk Filmmakers camera bag, I was intrigued. This camera bag looked different. This camera bag looked like it could be perfect. So of course I hit up Sakk and I said, could you hook me up? And a week later, here we are. I've been using this bag for a few months now, so in this video I'm going to be giving you the good, the bad, and the reason you could consider this the perfect filmmaker's backpack. The modularity of this backpack is great. Because every filmmaker's needs are different, every creative's needs are different, being able to swap out the different compartments in there and essentially create your own little template for whatever you're gonna have in there with the little dividers that Sakk provides, it's really great. Some days I'll need more space for more gear, like today, brought my drone, 2 cameras, all my lenses, the Osmo Action 4, the Insta360 X4, the selfie sticks for those. And other days, I won't need to pack as much, so I can customize the divider to suit my needs. There's a laptop sleeve for days I want to do some editing alongside shooting, and for days where gear isn't involved at all, this bag works great at the gym or for travel in general. I really like the aesthetic of the bag. It's really nice, it's sleek, it's got zippers everywhere, it's got tons and tons of pockets, tons of storage, and the embossed logo here is a nice touch too. I'd say the branding is pretty simple, streamlined, I like it, and also, it protects your gear very well. Now, I don't see a point of a camera bag if it can't protect your gear. I'm not saying it has to be Fort Knox and keep everything super secure, but I don't want to have to put my bag down like a newborn baby. I want to be able to just put it down and then take out the stuff I need and get on with what I'm doing. This bag is great because one of my favorite things to do is pick it up like this, throw it down like that, and then because the main compartment is right here, you have immediate, close your zippers. You have immediate access to all your gear. Close your zippers. Now straight away when I started using this bag, there's already something I disliked. And you might notice it. If you are looking at the bag, you may see there's a lack of a tripod on the side of it. That's because there's no strap or pockets or anything to secure a little travel tripod to bring with you. And I think I know why, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. The Sakk backpack is made for professional filmmakers, or at least with them in mind. And that's why all of Sakk's marketing has filmmakers using FX6s and larger cinema cameras in all of their branding. And I guess it makes sense because with those kinds of cinema cameras, you need a larger tripod. My little Manfrotto Be-Free travel tripod, it wouldn't cut it for that. You'd use a larger cinema style tripod. And for those, they have their own carrying cases because you wouldn't really want to slide that in your backpack. Now, coming back to my smaller travel tripod, as a YouTuber, I film myself a lot. So I need a smaller tripod to be able to set up static shots and film talking heads. Right now, I've got my wife Yasmin helping me today, so I'm not actually too bummed out about not having a little tripod to film myself with, but it's something that I 100% need. So not having the ability to simply carry that and free up my hand to either carry something else or use my electric longboard is a bummer. There's a couple other things that I have issues with. I wouldn't call them deal breakers and, a reason not to get the bag, but they're just things to note. One thing is the shoulder straps. I am used to my Peak Design bag. I've had that thing for 6 years. It has thick straps and they're very comfortable and supportive, and I've been spoiled with the thicker straps. I wouldn't call the straps uncomfortable, but they aren't very supportive. And after a while of, well, we're kind of hiking today for today's YouTube video, and I just wish they were a bit thicker because my shoulders are getting a little bit tired, a little bit sore. So that's one area. The other area is there's a little bit of a storage thing that I'm not like disappointed with, but I question. But this top compartment here, inside it has a little expandable pouch kind of thing, which is this here. Now that goes in when the camera unit is not inside the bag. So you've got like a nice little pocket that you can just quickly grab stuff out of, like a t-shirt or snacks or whatever whenever you're hiking. I wish that this could expand out, like this part could expand upwards, so I've got a bit more storage when I'm using the camera unit, because right now as it is, it's just a bunch of fabric. It doesn't actually do anything for me. The bottom side of it is flat. It doesn't have this little expandable bit, so it's kind of equivalent to that when the camera unit's inside. It's a small thing, really small thing, but when I was out filming something for YouTube, I wanted to bring a hoodie because I thought I might get cold, and I couldn't pack everything I wanted in and a bigger hoodie. I had to bring like a thinner hoodie and squeeze it in, tuck it in really nice and neat, and it did fit, but it's a little something to note, maybe for a version 2. Here is how I've been using the bag. For filmmaking, we've got pockets, sleeves, zips, tons and tons of storage and dividers for all of the equipment that I might need. There's enough storage in here to hold all of the camera gear you've ever owned. I can easily fit my S5, my DJI FPV, the goggles, the controller is in the pocket. My gimbal can fit nicely into here, although I didn't bring it today. Microphones, backup microphones, my laptop can fit in here. Didn't bring it today. Mantis Pod, Insta360 X4, DJI Osmo, all of my lenses, cable storage, more cable storage and other things. And then I still have more space. I need more equipment. And I can easily fit my S9 in here. Yeah, I mean, you guys are all right in there. This bag is marketed as the perfect bag for filmmakers, and I think that's true. From all the marketing, it's very clear that this bag was made for filmmakers who have a lot of gear and need a lot of space. What I'm finding is, as a YouTuber, I don't need as much equipment. I actually made it a priority to slim down the amount of stuff I own to only what I need to use. Like this S9, small, good camera. Long time ago, when I was freelancing a lot, I used to have cases and cases of equipment and loads of lights and stands and all that kind of stuff, and it was useful. But now that my priorities have shifted, I don't need as much. For the MC of the past, this bag would have been perfect. Fast forward to today, where it's just me, my camera, ND filter, a couple of lenses, and my tripod, and a microphone. It's much less than I can fill this bag with, and it makes me feel like I'm not making the most of what this bag is capable of. In the future, I would love to see a version of this backpack that has a tripod holder. I feel like having another version or various versions to offer would really help people get into this backpack more. And also perhaps a smaller one for days where you don't need as much gear, or you just want a backpack for going about your day that you can also use for camera stuff. Putting the things I said aside about it that were negative, I love this bag. It rocks. It's a really good bag, especially for filmmakers or photographers. I am really excited to find out if there's a second version coming anytime soon, because hopefully that version takes into account some of the things I've mentioned and others have mentioned too. And until then, I'm gonna keep using this thing every day because it's a really good backpack. So there's no affiliate program for this bag, but I have made it the first link in the description below if you guys are curious about checking out for yourselves. And if you do get one, let me know in the comments, because this is a really sick backpack. But in the meantime, if you wanna see which gimbal you should get and which is like the best small gimbal of 2024, check out this video over here.